say no, let me in. Thank you. Hi. Alright, I'm gonna give the folks on TikTok a tour. What you guys do over here?
It's a multimedia.
Alright, wait. What is your name?
My name is Shepard Hopkins. And I'm the residential here at the Beach.
Come over and tell us about this place. This in here night. I should go to me come inside. Yes. Yes, thank you. Please tell us about where we are and what happens here.
We're at the Creative Factory, and what we do here is host. So I don't know if you recognize, this is where we hosted our Caribbean Maggie food court.
Oh.
And we had 16 chefs across the Caribbean come here to compete. That's what we do in this studio. We rent out the studio space as well. We have a photo booth upstairs.
Ooh.
We have a Nexus studio that can be complexed into whatever style you like. And we also have a space for podcasts.
Ooh.
As well as we have our own canteen section.
Okay, so like I have all the people on the live now, the Prime Minister live and so I make you all the audience, so when me ready to come to my podcast now, so we can get a discount? Okay, perfect. Alright, cool. Make sure I'm not leave without the card, alright? Alright guys, so if people are content creators, they can come here and create their content. Oh
We
wow.
have one of our very own famous content creator, Rush Gam, that does his podcast here as well. So.
No NDAs down here? Look here, that will be, I'm going to do one podcast here too. Yeah. I have a name and everything already. Send me videographer here. Yeah. See the videographer over here. Or could you give us a tour of this area?
The studio kitchen?
Yes, the studio kitchen.
So at each station, so as I said before, it's really fitting for everything. On the weekend coming up, we have an event called Scenes, where we are going to do fine dining, classes. It's a 3-day event, sorry. It's Friday, Saturday, and Sunday. On Friday, we're going to be moving out two of these counters because they can be moved. Everything is connected and can be disconnected. The pipes, the electricity, everything. And it can be moved out to an empty space. So we're going to move two out on Friday for a 25-seating fine dining where you can see the chef cook and plate. And then we're going to come back. Repeat?
Where are the invitations?
So you have to visit our website at Scenes at the Factory, and right there you can make your reservations. I think we're completely booked out for most of the weekends.
Wow.
Yeah. On Saturday morning we move them back in to have a class of 12 persons. You know? And then,
Oh, well thank you. But the Prime Minister is here.
Alright, so this is just a full kitchen. Nice.
So this is our studio kitchen. Everything here is on wheels. So all the counters, the stove, the fridge, the pantry, everything is on wheels so we can roll out and roll in.
So one thing I can say, the staff eats well.
Yes. In addition to this kitchen, we actually have a different kitchen, an industrial kitchen, which is where we do that staff lunch. So this is more of a show for recommending people. We have a next space that we have staff lunch.
Excellent, excellent. I'm so proud of your achievement.
Thank you very
Very good, very good.
Thanks for facilitating.
Well. Alright, well let me get this for my
Go ahead, Chef Ricky.
Where are my videographers? Everybody just gone. Julia couldn't ask them to stay. Can you move this? Oh, or never mind. Maybe, or is it part of the branding?
These are gifts.
This is so nice.
For the PM?
Yes.
You work it.
Somebody on the live asking if we have a doggy bag. So what is this meal now?
So what I did is I tried to infuse our very own Jamaican flavors, and what I did was crust a piece of jerk chicken. It's actually jerked and crusted. We have pasta below, and we have roasted cherry tomatoes with a nice sauce on it. And just like that, we have our very own fancy Jamaican dish.
And this is coming from where?
This is coming from Creative Factory, right here on Industrial Terrace.
All right, thank you. And what is your name?
My name is Chef Hopkins.
Thank you. All right. Now go upstairs, go look at the rest of things then. By the way, do I need somebody to chaperone me upstairs? Or can I just go up there?
You can go ahead.
Alright. May I come look here? Yeah, alright guys, may I go upstairs? And by the way, I want to know what inside the Chester's fried chicken look like already. I want to visit that again. But this is very exciting. Hello. Hello, I thought you were giving me a tour.
Oh, of course.
Yes, Julie. Tell them I'm coming. Yes.
This is the majority of our editors.
Hello, editors. Hi.
It's not all of them, it's a few.
Gee.
Yes.
So nice.
Here we can take you into the rooms.
Ooh. What happens in here?
Right, so, oh God, everything. So really and truly, the main thing is we fit, this room is where you fit the format of any like film or anything that needs to go in a cinema or needs to play on Netflix or Amazon. That happens in here.
Oh, nice.
Yeah,
That's
so
fantastic.
We're equipped with the tech to do that color accuracy or with surround sound.
So fancy.
It's
I'm in the industry, but not really. You know, we in government, when I have no money, so we do a like a thing also. But yeah, this is nice.
And then you come down here.
Somebody asking if we're in the States. Hello, hi.
And this is our wardrobe room. Put you into the room.
Wow.
We have the iron and so. It's kind of make it there. It's not limits, that's equipment.
Okay.
Here we also have another
Green room.
studio.
Nice. Wow.
And just transform the space to whatever you want.
Oh.
Lights.
Yeah.
And then downstairs, we have two more rooms. So this next room is our next house. It's also a private theater or conference room.
Hello.
You
Ooh.
can have your private movie theater here. Yeah, man, you should hear the surround
So
sound.
wanna keep down here when we can come?
But actually having, I don't know if you heard about Scenes at the Factory. It's like
no,
an
not
immersive
really.
dining experience with like live chefs and projections on the walls, kind of transport you around the place. Yeah, man, it's a lot of things happening. You can check the IG and you can see the different
We don't want
things.
to check the IG.
Oh,
He's
you
an
want-
insider.
no.
Yeah, like what you mean check IG?
So,
I understand.
Scenes at the Factory
Yes.
is an immersive dining experience where you come and you have private chefs catering to you. There's surround sound, you get visuals on all the walls. It's gonna be crazy. If you want, you can book the space. We just had a movie night here where, you know, we have Dolby surround sound. As you can see, the projection is there. You get high quality for your private screen. If you have a movie you want to show, if you have a stakeholder meeting that you want to keep and you want nice stuff, there's also a bar.
Ooh.
You know, you can stop at the bar. We had hosted Guinness here recently for a lunch.
Who?
So Guinness.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, one of our clients.
Nice.
There's a lot going on.
I can see that.
We have one more room downstairs.
In fact, when you put something so you don't have a drop in the temperature. Keep it consistent.
So it needs to pass the cooking as well.
So how long does it take to post? Let's say you're cooking. Bring your, let's say you're cooking.
Yeah, we probably ended up one for maybe like 40 minutes or so, 45, yeah.
What is also interesting with the rational, you can do what is called overnight cooking. So we can put in 3 levels of different types of meat and set them in the parameters. It cooks. When it's finished within the 2 or 2.5 hours, it goes into a holding mode. Like Jamaica Beer and Boston Company, they have 2 hour waiting. And they're cooking for 700 persons a day. And therefore, in the evening, they put in the lunch meat. So it cooks. And when the chefs come in the morning, they take it out, put it in the holding cabinet and start breakfast. I don't know how to do that. We work at 5
Oh, can you pass on the cold one? Yeah. My favorite project of yours. Thank you. Yeah. I mean, more rate is like, I know it is. I love the creative factory. We went there?
We are on the area of
Very well.
we do not run any of the stuff. We are a little off. We supply and trade and supply. Wow. The kingdom is not the chicken for but all the breaking back and forth. And we trade.
Well, is a growing brand.
There are big customers of ours with Rashida, and also music. In fact, this is interesting. Music started with cooking, and then it started to do their plastics. Because of introducing them to Rashida in Jamaica, this opened the door for them to use Rashida in Europe. Unfortunately, I didn't make any money off of that, but it doesn't matter. You're still one of our customers.
Excellent.
Thank you, sir.
Good to see these businesses mature.
Well, this very incorrect notion, this great falsehood, which is really a disservice to the new social housing program, that when you get the house, it is no longer yours. The government, how can the government take back the house if the land is yours? It is just not possible. If you think about it rationally, you will see the land, you own the land, and the government comes and builds on your land. It's as if somebody comes and builds on your land, you know, so the thing belongs to you now, because this is your land. So by virtue of you owning the land and having the title for the land, then the house built on the land is yours. Otherwise, why would the government say make sure you own the land? Right? And then you sign up your social contract and you go away with your property, and you can pass it down to your children and it stays in your family. So that is the 4 mechanisms or modalities through which you can get a house in Jamaica. So just look at your situation, see which category you fall in, and then make the application based on your status. So whether it is that you are getting a house on the open market privately, through NHT, through the Housing Agency of Jamaica, or through the new social housing program. And of course, you also have the indigent housing program, which is if you are extremely impoverished and you live in one of these transient homes. So you're there, and that is what is owned by the government. And I would never say the indigent housing either, but the government operates that as well. And through the indigent housing, the government also builds homes for people. So for example, if you look at what the Ministry of Local Government and Community Development has done, those houses are through the indigent housing system. So there are several mechanisms, right? And I just want to make the point that the Prime Minister was making the other day at the NHD groundbreaking ceremony, that the challenge we're having with housing, why the cost of housing may seem out of reach for some persons, is that there is greater demand and not as much supply. And there is not as much supply because private developers are not building houses at the price point that most Jamaicans can afford. So they're building houses for persons who you'd consider middle class and so on and so forth. And so that is why the government is stepping in to say that you need to... I'm on live and people are watching me on live. They're actually talking about it. And people are stepping in. That's why the government of Jamaica now is stepping in to say we are going to encourage the Housing Agency of Jamaica as well as NHT to build more low-income affordable housing, and that is how you solve the housing problem. And the reason there's increased demand is that people have more spending power, right? So it is actually good that there is this increased demand, because it says to you that people have more liquidity, people have more money. There was a time where there was no demand for housing, or very low demand for housing, because guess what? People couldn't even afford to dream of getting a house because they did not have the wherewithal. And you would have heard the Prime Minister talk about wherewithal before, where he says basically it is the capacity, the capability to pursue and achieve something. right? So people sometimes did not have the wherewithal to purchase these homes, so there was no demand. Now the economy is more buoyant, opportunities are emerging, and people can afford to purchase homes, so there is increased demand. And increased demand with low supply increases the cost of the product. It's just economics, right? So the solution to the problem now is to increase the supply to match the demand, or you won't want to increase the supply to exceed demand, because then you have other problems as well, but at least to match the demand so that you have basically an equilibrium and people can afford these houses. All right, so I hope that has been buoyant. It's something that is more, it stays at top of whatever it is.